history!
I'm gonna go with 4th grade math.
4th grade math, you say?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay with you? Sounds good to me. Get it right, you'll have 12,500. Here's the question. If Jane travels in a high-speed train moving at 520 miles an hour for 3.5 hours, how many miles has she traveled? If Jane travels in a high-speed train moving at 520 miles an hour for 3.5 hours, how many miles has she traveled? Antonio has locked in his answer.
If Jane travels in a high-speed train moving at 520 miles an hour for 3.5 hours, how many miles has she traveled? So, in the first hour, she will go 1,560 miles. Half of 520 is 260. So I have to add 260 to 1,560, and that's the answer. 260, 8. 1,880 miles. I'm locking it in.
First of all, if Jane was traveling at 520 miles an hour for 3.5 hours, I gotta think her lips are wrapped around her ears at that point. Yes. You said 3 hours at 520 would be 1,560. Okay. Then a half hour would be
Is
260.
Of that, 260.
So 1,560 plus 260 is what?
1,880.
Let's take a look at the board and see what Antonio said. Antonio said 1,820. See his math right above that. When you add the 6 and the 6, you don't get an 8, you get a 2.
It's all right.
1820. Well, good job, Antonio. You were so close on that.
Close.
Not to worry, still a lot of money. 4 subjects remain. What next, Carl?
4th grade health.
I'm gonna go with 4th grade health.
4th grade health. For 7,500, the 4th grade health question is this. What scientist is credited with developing the world's first safe and effective vaccine for polio in the 1950s? What scientist is credited with developing the world's first safe and effective vaccine for polio in the 1950s? Antonio's locked in his answer.
I have an idea, but I'm gonna take a peek. I'm gonna lock in a peek.
Pete. What is your idea?
I can visualize the word in my head, but I can't articulate it at the current moment. So,
In other words, you have no idea.
but it's one of those things, if I saw it,
If you saw
and
it,
were
maybe,
correct,
maybe it would
I would
spring
know
something.
it.
Okay, well, take a look at the board. Antonio said he thinks the answer is sulk. What are you thinking?
That's not what was in my head. Golly. I am going to go ahead and trust him and take his answer. Sulk, locking it in.
The scientist's first name was Jonas. His last name was actually Brothers. Jonas Brothers. No, not really.
You're terrible. You are terrible.
His first name was Jonas, but Antonio, his last name was Salk. You've got $7,500. Don't go away. We might turn this into $120,000.